And on this Tuesday, May 27th, 2025 edition of Newsmakers, 8 people have made their first court appearance after being arrested during counter-protest clashes at a rally on Seattle's Capitol Hill. The Seattle Times reports 7 of the protesters were released on their own recognizance during yesterday's hearings. Meanwhile, a 28-year-old woman was ordered held on $20,000 bail. The 8 were among 23 people arrested at Cal Anderson Park on Saturday. Counter-protesters showed up to speak out against a prayer rally being held by the Christian group Mayday USA. Thousands of Israelis held their annual procession through Jerusalem yesterday. AP correspondent Julia Frankel reports that it was a contentious event.
In the old city of Jerusalem, in the Muslim quarter, where thousands of young Israeli ultranationalists are descending on the city for Jerusalem Day. It's an annual march commemorating for them the reunification of Jerusalem when Israel seized East Jerusalem, the West Bank, and religious sites holy to Christians, Muslims, and Jews in the 1967 Mideast War. Now, this is seen by Palestinians as a provocation. I'm in a Palestinian area, as I said. Most of the shops have had to shutter. Police are trying to keep the peace between the few Palestinians that remain in this area and the protesters.
Texas public school classrooms may soon have the 10 Commandments posted. Michael Kastner reports.
Lawmakers spent hours debating before passing Senate Bill 1088 49 on Saturday. The bill passed despite challenges from Democratic lawmakers. House Republicans rejected attempts to allow school boards to vote on having the 10 Commandments in classrooms and having codes of ethics from other religions join the 10 Commandments on school walls. If the bill passes, it would require schools to post a durable poster or framed copy of the 10 Commandments in every classroom. I'm Michael Kastner.
The Canadian province of Alberta is bringing in new rules this fall to ensure that only what it calls age-appropriate books are available in school libraries. Education Minister Dimitrios Nicolaides says the move was spurred by 4 graphic coming-of-age novels depicting sexual LGBTQ+ content found to be in circulation in public schools in Edmonton and Calgary. Nicolaides says he was extremely concerned to learn such novels were available to students and says Albertans will be consulted before action is taken. He says the government's concerns are limited to graphic images and depictions of sexual activity, stressing that the aim is not to embark on a widespread book ban. The Duck Dynasty TV star who became a conservative cultural icon has died. The AP's Jennifer King reports.
Phil Robertson, the patriarch of TV's Duck Dynasty, has died. He was 79. Robertson's death comes 6 months after his son Jace shared in a podcast that Phil was battling a blood disease and early-stage Alzheimer's. The reality show Duck Dynasty first aired on A&E in 2012 and ran for 11 seasons. It followed the adventures of Phil, the founder of Duck Commander, a company that made duck calls, and his family life in northern Louisiana. In 2013, the self-proclaimed Bible thumper was briefly suspended from the show after an interview for GQ in which he talked about homosexuality as a sin and race relations in the South before the Civil Rights era. He had a second career as a speaker on the Christian circuit. In 2016, Robertson endorsed Ted Cruz for president.
Is he or she godly? Does he or she love us? Can he or she do the job? And finally, would they kill a duck and put him in a pot and make him a good duck gumbo?
I'm Jennifer King.
And that's Newsmakers for this Tuesday, May 27th, 2025 edition. I'm Keith Black.